offense lining up 1st and 10. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, Gabbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down, Gabbert. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Haloti Ngata able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Well, let's discuss Detroit as they take the field on offense. Last year, crazy season in the Motor City. 4th quarter comebacks, 8 of them. They started 1-3, then won 8 of 9 before going 0-4 to finish the year at 9-7. Ultimately, another season without a playoff victory.
In the midst of that 8 of 9 win string, they had 3 straight home games that all came down to the final series, and they won them all. I thought that was the key to their season. Look, we know they can score on offense. Matthew Stafford and his receivers, they can just absolutely light it up. But Detroit invested on defense in the draft. 3 of their first 4 picks, all defensive players. 2 linebackers and a secondary player. I think the key guy out of that might be Teez Tabor, the cornerback they took out of Florida. They've got to slow down some of those high flyers in the NFC North.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Nkemdiche in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding some room at midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Here's Kaya, 1st down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Wasn't it fun in pregame standing downstairs and watching Matthew Stafford throw the football? I mean, that bad boy just whistled.
He can just rock it.
It just whistled by us, didn't it? But what is the one knock on him? Accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's what we just saw there, an incompletion on that throw downfield.
Now Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incomplete. Is right down the middle. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Charles, as the Cardinals come out, let's take a look back to last year. They came in with Super Bowl aspirations. They had won 10 or more games 3 straight years. They wound up finishing with the number 9 overall offense, the number 2 overall defense, but they did not make the playoffs.
That just tells you that sometimes statistics don't tell the total tale, right? Let's take the defense. Number 2 overall in total defense, but they gave up 30 or more points 6 times in 2016. I believe they'd only done that 5 times in the previous 2 seasons. So when you give up that kind of point total, it makes it really hard for your offense to keep pace. So what did they do? They spent some time in the draft. Hassan Reddick, a linebacker out of Temple, was their first-round draft pick. Budda Baker, a safety out of Washington, trying to shore up the defensive side in order for them to compete in the NFC West.
Now Johnson. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That one was intended for John Brown, and now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the back goes into motion. Gabbard from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Gabbard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Gabbard. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So now it's 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Blaine Gabbard keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing is Kaya. Trying to lay one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Buda Baker. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Those sit back there, if they've got good pass rushers like this team does, read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Big 20, big 20.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they face a third down after the fumble on second down. Now it's Kaya off the bootleg. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, Kaya. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down throw for Gabbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Gabbert now on 2nd down. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Work out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll run it with Johnson, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try to throw here. Gabbard. It's complete to Jerron Brown. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Kaya. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Kaya. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Kaya to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Kimdichie getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
To Johnson again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Jarvis Jones in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Kaya. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. 3rd and long, it's Kaya. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Wow, that one took some guts. If this doesn't work, you're handing them incredible field position, but this head coach is undaunted, and he makes the call to go for it, and I'll be darned if they don't get the 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, Detroit! Over!
Now a 1st down throw for Kaya. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
No. Check. Patriot.
They will go for it. Here's Kaya. And Kaya unable to escape. Robert Kimdichie. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Gabbert pushing forward. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come back.
They come out here in the eye. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So that one will be accepted. Extra point try now for Dawson. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Set. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
The final shot before break. Kaya looking deep here for Ebron. And that's caught inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Here's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go to Johnson again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU, was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really likes soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential. He's realizing it here.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down and goal, the offense. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals add on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
From the gun on third, Kaya. Muscling free near the 40. And that's incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Stafford on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Eric Ebron's got skills to spare. They just want the production to equal those, and he needs some good help in order to get that done. Had 61 catches in 2016, battling an ankle.
Yeah, the surprise, though, just one of those 61 hit pay dirt.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Robert Kimdichie. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the I. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Well, I say this with a big smile on my face since I'm a little bit on the veteran side. The 2nd oldest kicker in the NFL. He just moved from San Francisco to Arizona and still knocking them through the post.
Yeah, Phil Dawson, 42, behind Adam Vinatieri, still kicking at age 44. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, Gabbard throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add on. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now it's Stafford. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for And how about this, a fake? Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now a first down following that long gain. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Kai on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Second down, Gabbert finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Gabbert now on second down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Gabbert. He finds his target, John Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Where they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jarvis Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So they're operating in the red zone. Out of the gun, Gabbard. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Gabbard here wants to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 4th down, Gabbard. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Fresh set of downs here. One last throw here for Stafford. Rolling to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.